just letting it jump. When you pull the trigger, just like pull it and wait for that click, and then
switch your lever from safe to semi, watch your lane.
For today's video, we're going to be talking about how to conduct a range, right? As an OIC, the officer in charge, and what pretty much goes on. So you're going to see different snippets of the video of me at the range. I couldn't really film every single thing, so that's why I'm filming this piece right now, to explain how to conduct a range, you know, how to conduct a range. So basically, the day starts off with my NCOs, my junior enlisted soldiers. They're going to be actually in the motor pool, getting the vehicles and everything ready at 0620. So that means we already have the dispatches filled out, meaning that we can actually drive the vehicles off of out of the motor pool, and that everything's been signed. They've been PMCS, so everything's been checked out. Commander has signed off on that. The motor sergeant has signed off on that. Me and my platoon sergeant and the RSO, the range safety officer, we head directly to range operations. We check in with them. They make sure that they know who the OIC and the RSO are for who's running the range. And once that's said and done, you're going to be calling range operations every hour. So at the range, you're going to call to go hot, requesting to go hot. The second lieutenant, blah, 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 at this range. And once that's said and done, then you're going to go hot. You're going to go on the firing line. Now, the biggest thing is making sure that you give a safety brief on the range, like from this is your left and this is your right limit. This is where the latrines are. This is where the storm shelter is. I am the OIC in charge of this range. This is my RSO. My RSO will make sure that safety is conducted to the standard. Do not give my RSO any lip. This basically going over all the little details.
Right now you're gonna do group of 0. They're the second fire iteration. In this order, when you walk up the steps, you take a left, you walk all the way down, it's gonna be lane 1. So, lane 1, lane 2, lane 3, lane 4, lane 5, lane 6. Tracking? Okay, we got one more, lane 7. So what's gonna happen right now? You're gonna grab your ammo, you're gonna walk right here. They're gonna give you your 0 and they're gonna give you your qual, okay? You're gonna have one mag with 18 rounds, and then of course the rest of your mags are gonna have your qual. Make sense? All right, you got 40 rounds to qual, all right? We understand what's the minimum for qual? Everybody tracking the minimum for qual? What is it?
Group and 0.
Alright, so right now my RSO, the range safety officer, is giving the brief. So earlier you guys saw my platoon sergeant giving the brief, because you know we're doing a right C, left thing, you know, to where he's showing the new RSO how you're going to conduct the range. And right now he's giving his safety brief to the new soldiers and the Katuses that are going on the range right now.
Y'all got y'all's weapons clear, whatever, and you guys go on about y'all's day. Yeah, then you're gonna use the 18 round magazine and you're gonna group in 0. After that you got the other 3 magazines, which is the 20 round magazine and then the 2 10s. But those are actually your qual. Take all commands from the tower. Remember muzzle awareness. Don't touch your weapon. Once you shoot, go ahead and clear it and wait till safety comes and taps your head and say, hey, you good to go, and things like that. And then you step away from your weapon. Don't touch your weapon again.
Then you're going to talk about the weapon system that they're firing, ammo, and how things are going to run, right? So my platoon sergeant, he's going to handle that. You guys will see that. The NCOIC, the non-commissioned officer in charge. Once that's said and done, they start shooting, they start firing. If someone has to be pulled out the line because they bolo, because they just don't qual, or they're having problems with zeroing, they're gonna get pulled off the line. They're gonna receive some training again, some dime drills. They're gonna work on their breathing. An NCO or specialist promotable is going to show them how they can do better.
Straighter than you were.
Okay, so if a service member, a troop, a soldier does not qualify their first time, then they're going to come over here and they're going to focus on some training that's going to help them be prepared to go out on the range next time and actually qualify. So what do you got him working on right now, Sergeant Hamilton?
Basically, it's his position, sir, because he's kind of canted when he shoots, so we're trying to straighten him out. And then his grip, he had a loose grip. I told him to choke up on it to make it tighter. And then he was firing with the crease of his finger and not the meaty part. Basically, in my opinion, you can shoot however you want if you can hit everything, but if you can't hit everything, you go back, you got to be fundamental with it. So we're trying to just do fundamentals right now for him.
Straight? Not really.
Yep, you're good. You comfortable though?
So once that's said and done, I've been saying it so much, and they get placed back on the firing line, then they're going to do that. Okay, so what is the OIC doing? So I like to be everywhere on the range, and I'm not talking about running with my head cut off, but I like to go to the firing line. I like to be a safety, give my NCOs, give my Joes a break. I like to help soldiers, you know, zero their weapon system.
Hey, so easier way whenever you're trying to
right?
magazine,
Use his hand.
and then go and step
And
away
then
from your weapon.
pull.
Safeties, whenever you're
you're not
done
just trying
and
to
clear,
fumble
go
it,
ahead
okay?
and lift up a white paddle.
You're pulling the trigger and you're just letting it jump. When you pull the trigger, just like pull it and wait for that click and then let it just go back. So pull, and then when you hear the click, just go back slowly. Not show them how to control their weapon. So here, at least I know for some of the soldiers, the Katusas, I show them how to actually handle the weapon system, not to be afraid, the best practices, and it just makes me smile whenever you see a soldier like, wow, sir, you helped me qualify, you helped me shoot sharpshooter expert.
Speed walk, speed walk. Understand your role. Alright, at this time, fires, safeties, go ahead and make.
Alright, so now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna bring you guys up there so you can see how they get cleared on the range for when they're about to fire.
You want CLP?
So what's your job, Sergeant Goodman?
My job is a tower, so I tell the fires when they're where they shoot, how many rounds they shoot, and which target, and then I let them know when they're able to go down range and adjust their targets, and then go and adjust their weapons.
27. All right, so right now it is 12:57. It's almost 1300. So a couple of the soldiers, they're taking their child break, eating, you know, MRE's meal ready to eat. Honestly, it's Specialist Machado's favorite like meal. I don't know why.
I hate MREs, sir. Especially this one. The dang thing isn't even working.
What'd you get?
The hash brown potato with bacon pepper.
That was not that bad.
Nah, it ain't bad, but
Tripping.
I'd rather have something else other than an MRE. Especially one that don't heat up.
You didn't do it right.
I did. I filled it up to the line and everything. It's not even hot.
All right, so anytime you're at a range, you're going to have to bring a medic, somebody who's going to be responsible in case that someone gets hurt on the range, which, you know, we're always hoping that doesn't happen on the range. So right now I have Specialist Brenneman with me, the best medic you can have, 2nd Platoon Honey Badgers, and he's going to explain that process and everything.
All right, sir, so as you can see over here, I have my 8 bag and my litter set up. Just in case, this for today is our evac vehicle. So if someone gets injured, get them on a litter, get them in the back of the LMTV, roll out, take them to a higher level of care. Every single range is going to have some kind of vehicle like this and some kind of setup where a medic will have their area. In the front of the vehicle, you'll see the Red Cross designating that this vehicle is the evac vehicle. This is the medical vehicle. It also just gives the soldiers a place to come, whether they have, it's a severe injury or they just need a Band-Aid, they need an ibuprofen, you know, they got aches and pains, just so they know where to find a medic in case they need something. But there's always going to be a vehicle like this. Sometimes it's an LMTV, sometimes it's a TMP. Like a van will fold down all the seats so we can get a litter inside of that vehicle and get that casualty to a higher level of care.
All right, so another helpful tip whenever you're an OIC of a range is to make sure that you're actually cleaning weapons whenever you're at the range. Because there's going to be some people, range detail, or people who are just not doing anything at the range because they've already qualified. There's just, you have a lot of personnel. So a big thing is cleaning weapons, rubbing them down, charging handle out, bulk carrier, not breaking the weapon down totally, but make sure you bring some rags actually out to the range so that you guys can clean weapons. Because if you don't do that now, when you go back to the company, your AO, area of operations, you're going to have a lot of weapons to clean, and in the military it's non-stop. You have a lot of stuff to do. So very big thing, clean weapons at the range, have your soldiers clean their weapons if they are not doing anything. So what are you guys doing right now?
Cleaning weapons, sir.
Why are y'all cleaning weapons?
Because we were told to, sir.
Oh dang, so it's a private life.
They were recently fired. We're just trying to keep up with our equipment.
So you know why it's a big thing to like clean weapons right now?
Because our weapons take care of us, sir.
Easier to actually like be done with the day.
Oh,
That's what I was getting at. They're like, we'll be done faster by doing it now. I like the answer though. I like the effort. I like that.
Roger, sir.
I work on the actual scorecards. Work on the scorecards. So whenever they come off the firing line, they put all their targets right there, and then I have my Joes. They score them real quick.
We're at 38. Well, Williams got 38. So we're just counting the qual cards out, and just waiting on someone to fill out the quals.
And then they start telling me the numbers, write the name, boom, the platoon down, and I get all that stuff said and done, put that in my binder, and then we clean the reins up and everything. New sandbags, very important, place new sandbags there. Make sure you leave the reins better than what you found it as, because in the military a lot of times, the ranges aren't left to the highest standard they could be. So make sure you're that platoon, that company, whatever, that leaves the range looking great, because you do not want to piss off range operations, because they can kick you off the range. So once all that is done, then, you know, we request to go cold once last person is fired, but make sure that you guys clean up the range. You look for extra rounds, extra live rounds, so you can shoot them off before you request to go cold. Very big thing, shoot all the rounds that you were allocated, because a lot of times, sometimes you will not get as many rounds, again, if you turn in rounds. So shoot all your rounds. Come up with creative ways to fire for more training. So after that, we're gonna head back to the company AO, the company area of operations, and then they're gonna place the trailers back where they're supposed to be in the motor pool, the vehicles, and then I'm gonna go upstairs with my platoon sergeant, and then we're gonna go over the scorecard sheets, and then I'm going to send up my report, my memorandum for record, talking about how many people we qualified at the range. So here in Korea, that means I'm going to state how many Katusas qualified. Marksman, sharpshooter, expert, and then the GI, so the US soldiers. And, you know, a practice I use at the range is I kind of did it already, so when I get home, I can just boom, boom, or when I get to the company AO, I can just type that stuff up. So working the range, it's not that hard at all. You just have to make sure you have products, a great NCO, a great NCOIC, and make sure your range safety officer is focusing on range safety things, and that you have an ammo NCOIC. So don't be that OIC that's just everywhere trying to do everything. Don't let your RSO run around with their head cut off. Make sure they focus on safety, and you will be good to go with running your first range. So hit me up in the comment section if you have any more questions or concerns. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great one. Smile wherever you are in the world. Smile.